So for our question in this physics problem, this is a question on dimensional analysis. So in this question, we have that in the general gas equation, PVT equals to K. P raised to power X, V raised to power Y, T raised to power Z is equals to K. This is the general gas equation, PVT equals to K. That is P raised to power X, P raised to power Y, T raised to power K is equals to K. Now, what are the values of X, Y, and Z for the equation to represent Boyle's law? So what are the values of X and Y and Z? What are the values they must take for this equation to actually represent Boyle's law? So this question is actually a dimensional analysis question. So what we're going to do is that I'm going to show you how you are going to tackle such questions. So first and foremost, what is Boyle's law? What is Boyle's law? Boyle's law states that the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is inversely proportional to its volume at constant temperature. So I'm going to write that mathematically. Boyle's law states that the pressure P is inversely proportional to the volume at constant temperature T. The pressure is inversely proportional to the volume at constant temperature T. This is the volume V. V represents the volume, P represents the pressure, and T represents the temperature. So this is actually Boyle's law. So P inversely proportional to 1 over V. Now we are going to bring in the equality sign. When we bring in the equality sign into this expression, we have to bring in the constant of proportionality, which in this case our constant of proportionality is going to be K. So this is going to be P is equals to K over V. K is the constant of proportionality. So from here, if you cross multiply V times P, this is going to be P V is equals to K. PV is equals to K. Okay? We have PV is equals to K. So now if you look at here now, that we have P, we have V, but there is no T. Okay? There is no T. We have pressure as P, we have volume as V, but there is no temperature. So how do we introduce temperature? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to multiply the left hand side by 1. So you know that when you multiply something by 1, it doesn't alter the value. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 million times 1 is 1 million. X times 1 is still X. Y times 1 is still Y. So PV times 1 will still be 1. So we have PV times 1 equals to K. So we're going to multiply PV by 1. PV times 1 is still PV. Okay, now from our knowledge of indices, 1, we can actually bring in T. Anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1. So T raised to power 0 is equals to 1. Anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1. So T raised to power 0 is actually equals to 1. So we can replace the 1 with T raised to power 0 in this equation. From indices, we are told that anything raised to power 0 is 1. X raised to power 0 is equals to 1. 100 raised to power 0 is equals to 1. So putting 1 here, this one we can actually replace it with t raised to power 0. Since t raised to power 0 is same thing as 1, is equals to 1. So doing that now, this is going to become PV times t raised to power 0 equals to k. Okay, so at this point now, we have P V t raised to power 0 equals to k. So at the end of the day, P is carrying power 1 because the power is not there. It's carrying power 1, V is carrying power 1, T is carrying power 0. So we are going to write P is raised to power 1, V is raised to power 1, T is raised to power 0 equals to constant k. So comparing this with this equation, P raised to power x, V raised to power y, and T raised to power z equals to k, we find out that x is equals to 1, y is equals to 1, and z is equals to 0. So our equation has actually been solved. We've actually solved the problem successfully. But I would like you to try an exercise. Okay, still for the same question, in the general gas equation, P raised to power x, V raised to power y, T raised to power z equals to k, what are the values of x, y, and z for the equation to represent Charles' law? Charles' law. What are the values that x, y, and z must take for the equation to represent Charles' law? The first thing you're going to do is that, just as we did that, you have to know Charles' law, and from Charles' law you formulate the mathematical expression, and then you follow his whole procedure and arrive at the answer. So if you have any challenge, you can put it in the comment section or via the WhatsApp number, which is +234 8038295185. So you can go ahead and like the channel and subscribe to the channel as well, and drop your comment in the comment section. So watch out for our next lesson. Thank you.